Hey guys, I'm here to get into Manchester by the Sea, which is directed by Kenneth Lonergan and released in the year 2016. And this just demonstrates a very intense sort of atmosphere of just withdrawing from emotions in a way. As Casey Affleck can be a very challenging kind of character, but he kind of has this intense self-loathing quality about him, which he never really brings himself out of his own sense of melancholy. And there could be an unforgiving extent to all this. And this is just an incredible screenplay at depicting plenty of uncomfortable emotions from a wonderful kind of perspective. Just plenty of trauma around, just plenty of grief and death, and just Casey Affleck's just kind of driven to an ultimate sense of madness with it all his self-imposed melancholy. And yeah, this demonstrates just wanting to move forward on and on in a lot of ways, but just you find just too many awkward moments, and it just kind of holds you back from just having any desire just to move out of that melancholy. And it's just like the tragic end in a lot of ways. A lot of this always does feel kind of tragic, but there's like certainly Kenneth Lonergan perhaps certainly conveys hope in the loneliness. And yeah, this is just a very realistic kind of depiction. Just a very original kind of screenplay. I know this has been written for much longer, a long time ago in Lonergan's filmography, but this just holds up as a very new one. And yeah, this is just incredible. I mean, just the very emotionally exhausting kind of depiction, and a really impressive atmosphere. I mean, and you also get Matthew Broderick, who has an incredible cameo in this, and it's just kind of like witnessing just I don't know, just this beautiful story unfold in such a slow paced way. It's an incredibly well written kind of screenplay, which just explores an artist's tendencies of obsession, which can be driven to a traumatic and guilty extent in a lot of ways. Yeah, I mean, I also got a lot of these same qualities out of his other master film I love, You Can Count on Me, as well as one I really want to see called Margaret. And these are just characters kind of exploring a lot of just past trauma in a lot of ways. There's like a bitterness that's just kind of beyond edge. And yeah, it's just like Alex just kind of just sort of getting through the days in a lot of ways. And it seems very influenced by a lot of Edward Yang in perspective also. I've kind of recognized a lot of connections to that. Yeah, this is just a really devastating and just quite mind-bending way of depicting a devastating kind of story, which really holds up better on every rewatch. I find like the first time I saw it, I was like, I thought it was pretty good, but I didn't think it was going to have this level of like wave about it, because it's just very human. It's extremely personal kind of way of just exploring some human emotions. And the character development is just really good here. And it's really well directed. It really all boils together to this incredible kind of project. Not just having a short kind of temper personality and just sort of like feeling like one could lose it at any moment, but it just also connects. Yeah, certainly Affleck's best performance kind of sits right next to his work in Assassination of Jesse James. And this just really holds up as an incredible kind of drama, which looks at coping with loss and anxiety, you could say, just like regret as well. Like there's just a lot of intense emotions at Affleck's, and he's like very just beaten down. He's kind of shy in a lot of ways. And yeah, it's a very powerful kind of project. It really holds up from start to finish. And it's strongly recommended.